Shoot softly is the opposite of shoots hard. And I ask you to say nice things about certain people that I mention. We will start with another NWA name, Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa is quite the hustler, and Thunder Rosa pulled me aside as Carneyland was going down. She's like, "Listen, Zicky, you need a platform. You need either YouTube or you got to stick to your Twitter. You got to do this Instagram." And I guess essentially because of her, she kind of got like this whole Twitch thing started in a way. So shout out to Thunder Rosa for taking the time to motivate me to produce my own content a little bit more. And she's a hard worker, and I admire that very much.
Constantly say that I think that she's going to be one of the most powerful women in wrestling because she's so ambitious. She's training wrestlers, she's producing shows, she's booking shows, does MMA and pro wrestling.
Yep,
that's pretty awesome.
She's killing it.
A guy that you mentioned earlier didn't know if it would be right to bring up his name, but Royce Isaacs.
Royce Isaacs, we've grown closer over the years. I've known him before NWA, and Royce has got a killer revenge body going on right now. Royce is ready for what's next. You haven't seen yet, but when he takes that shirt off, ooh, that tan, Royce is looking good. And I expect, he's tagging with his old tag partner, Jarrell, and I expect to see big things from Royce and that tag team in 2021.
A guy who is no longer a free agent. You worked with him last year, Danhausen.
Danhausen, dude. I use Danhausen as a reference to my buddies at times when, I knew when he was just Donovan Danhausen, and he did this whole makeover, and Danhausen is like, got shirts and Hot Topic. He's taking over. He's like the new age Beetlejuice, and you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Let that be a lesson in marketing 101 and rebranding, baby. Danhausen's the poster child for that.
Effie, a guy that you've worked with quite a bit.
We're known together as Two in the Pink. I love my brother Effie. Effie, we met. He was like, "Oh, I'm trained to be a wrestler." I met him on tour with the band. I was like, "Oh, me too." And here we are, 5 years later, handling top at the indie game right now. And Effie's been taking over Twitch, and you can expect to see a lot from Zicky and Effie in the coming months.
A guy that I don't know if a lot of people know that you worked with. He's now known as Mansoor. He used to be known as Manny Favorino.
Yes. I wrestled Manny Favorino at Best of the West Wrestling. I think I went to spit fire in his face, and he blocked it with a cookie tin. I was very proud to see him in WWE and making some big waves right off the bat, right? It's pretty cool stuff to see. And let that be a lesson to you that anything can happen at any given moment.
How about your boy, Ricky Starks?
Ricky won't tell you this, but it's one of my best dudes right there. I talk to Ricky daily, and I mentioned before, I am, if the NWA gave me one thing, it's amazing friendships with AK, Marty Bell, and Ricky Starks. We spent a lot of time on the House Party app over quarantine, hanging out daily, and Ricky's a megastar, dude. And I knew that off the bat. And I was thinking the other day, someone had posted a picture of where the Crockett Cup was supposed to be. And fun fact, myself and Ricky were supposed to win that battle royal to tag together at the Crockett Cup. Yeah. Lost you.
Yeah, my mic had it muted. I was trying to be courteous. That way they didn't hear me go, wow, oh, like stuff like that.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see what would have happened from that. But yeah, we were both supposed to win the battle royal, or the last two standing. We're supposed to tag at the Crockett Cup, and that was supposed to be myself and Ricky Starks.
You mentioned AK. How about AK?
AK is the best. I was lucky enough to hang out with her this weekend. She came through, and you know what? That's one person whose bad side I don't want to be on.
Yeah.
So AK, she's a beast, and I'll tell you this: she is also going to be a big, powerful woman in professional wrestling. There's no doubt about it. Just watching her perform the other night, just her antics and the way she handles the microphone, and she's damn good.
Oh,
And her new blue gear looks sick too.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, her and Thunder Rosa just did some of my favorite stuff. It's wild because both of them have been on TV for years, but they had like such a breakout performance against each other. A lot of people were like, "Whoa!" And we'll close with a couple names that I just want to try to conjure. Nick Aldis and Billy Corgan. Say something nice about him.
I saw the Smashing Pumpkins live right before I signed to NWA, and it was a great performance. They had these big old dolls on the stage, and they turned and they lit up colors, and I loved the Smashing Pumpkins, and so that was great. Love, very grateful that we had the opportunity to meet and hang out. So thank you, Billy Corgan, for everything. He did call me his blue chip superstar. That's right, baby.
Nice.
I didn't even know what that meant. Yeah, Roy said to tell me what that meant. I was like, what the hell does that mean? He's like, oh, you're like his baby. So that was cool. Nick Aldis, congratulations on your 900 days of title holding.
He has a fantastic accent too.
Yes.
When I talked to him on the phone recently, I was like, God damn, I wish I had that accent.
And a nice tan too. He's got a nice tan.